All right, welcome back. So we got a quote from Tim Ferriss today. He says, "Life punishes the vague wish and rewards the specific ask." And I think this is true, like more than just general just life, but even for I'm really noticing this for my own productivity with tasks. So like the vague project, the vague task is really punishes your productivity. Whereas, and like productivity meaning just the action, how much, whether you get actual work done or not. And I find whenever I'm like crystal clear, hyper specific on the tasks and like try to be as specific as possible in like whatever like actual like step by step I need to do. So it's not vague at all. It's not ambiguous at all. It's just very specific. I find I get a lot done. I've definitely noticed that over the last few weeks, and this is just a great reminder for me to be all the more specific with life in general, but also with the tasks that I write down and that I plan to do. Today is day 139 of the agency Speedrun 0 to 1 million. Oops, close that tab. Looks like we got a comment from the Edgar. "Props for doing this, Lincoln. Really cool to see you being consistent and tracking stuff. Question 1. How has the input tracker affected your productivity?" Yeah, good question. I would say back when I started, like the first like I don't know, I want to say like the first like 50 days, 60 days, um, it helped a lot, like a lot. Helped me stay on track really well. I would say for the last, I don't know, for the last month or so, definitely less so for me personally. And I guess there's a few different benefits to the input tracker. There's like just the act of being intentional with all of those things, and more intentionality is never a bad thing. So like tracking my sleep, I'm sure I'm slightly more more intentional about my sleep than if I didn't track it at all. Same with my outreach, same with how many hours I worked that day. Just by tracking it itself, I think there's a net positive benefit to that. Also, there's just the benefit of doing it publicly and kind of showing it to the world so that everybody kind of can see it, and there's kind of a level of pride or peer pressure in a good way, that kind of like I don't want to like everybody to think I'm lame for like not getting much work done, that kind of thing, which is a good thing. And then there's like using all of the inputs and all the data recorded uh, to make better decisions. And that's kind of the last piece. And I'll be honest, I actually haven't done that very much. Um, it's good to keep track of my revenue. I've really appreciated doing that. It's good to kind of roughly have a track of my time asleep, time I woke up, how much sleep I get, all that stuff, how much hours I worked. But like, if I'm gonna be honest, I haven't made that many like business decisions based off this data. Yeah, for better or for worse. Like, there's probably some good insights in here, and I really should probably just export this all, send it into Claude, and have it kind of do a full analysis. And I'm sure I'd get some good insights, and I will do that for sure. Um, it's just like I don't think whatever conclusion is going to eliminate the current constraint of my business, or the current bottleneck, I guess, is why I haven't bothered doing it. But that being said, it's still worthwhile. So to answer your first question, that's how I'd say it's affected my productivity. Definitely good to just get into the habit of tracking it, and I think just that just makes me more intentional in general. Definitely having like such a long streak is definitely really helpful, and then kind of having the positive peer pressure, and then using all of that data to make better business decisions, which I haven't really tapped into yet, but is definitely a benefit. And then regarding your second question, what prayers do you do? Yeah, so I'm Catholic, so I pray the rosary, and also read scripture and meditate on the various scripture passages. Those are kind of the main ways. I have a few different prayer books as well that has some really good like morning and evening prayers. Um, but that's pretty much what I have been doing in that regard. Um, and I don't know why I can't like it. Yeah, I don't know. Can I dislike it? I don't know. Great question. Really appreciate that. And let me know if you have any other questions. For the input tracker, going over yesterday, day 138. Yeah, decent amount of hours worked. It was a holiday here in Canada, so didn't get full work day, and didn't do any cold calling or anything. But besides that, pretty solid. And on that note, I'm gonna end it here, and I will catch you guys next time.